Before we start today's video, I want to share with you another pick from Dossier. This is a brand I've been sharing with you for almost 2 years now. They're an awesome brand that takes well-known and popular fragrances and recreates them for a more realistic price. And they do it so well, the fragrances they produce are practically identical, and in some cases, they're almost impossible. This month, I wanted to share with you my pick as my #1 favorite fragrance offered by Dossier, the Aromatic Star Anise, inspired by Salvage by Dior. And I've gone back and forth between this and another fragrance, but I keep coming back to this one. It smells incredible, it's long lasting, and the price really cannot be beat. I'm also sharing this with you guys because we are in the midst of the holiday season already, and you might be looking for an idea for a gift for someone or even for yourself. I mean, these make absolutely incredible gifts. I can tell you every time I've gifted one of these, it's been a total home run. They've absolutely loved it. You can find a link to the Dossier shop in the description. Head over there, check them out, and keep an eye out for some awesome Black Friday specials too coming up very soon. Now though, on to today's episode. So Blumaan has a new product. They've got a new product to add to their lineup. And just like every other release they have ever had, I am here to share all the details with you. The product specifically, I'm sure you probably already know, but it's called Rebound Curl Defining Cream. And I've had this for a while already. I've used it quite a few times, and I'm gonna give you my opinion on what we got here. And I'm gonna try to do it in 5 minutes. I'm gonna tell you up front though, I don't think I'm gonna make it today. There's a lot to go over with this one. I don't quite think I'm gonna make it, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Here we go. Coming across my desk today is the new product from Blumaan, the Rebound Curl Defining Cream. And according to the brand, this was designed for those who want to bring out the best of their natural hair texture. They say the goal here was to achieve a great balance of moisture and definition to minimize frizz, enhance the shine, and through a light to medium hold, gain total control in your hair that looks and feels natural. Price-wise, we're looking at $24.50 for 6 ounces. Moving over to the scent now, this one is kind of a different scent for the Blumaan lineup. Overall, it's a very light citrus type scent. At least that's how I'm interpreting it anyway. I happen to really enjoy citrus type scents too, so I'm pretty good at identifying those. I think it's pretty good overall also. I think it's a pretty decent choice for them. I like this direction that they've gone with the fragrance versus ones in the past, and it's not too strong. I didn't really smell it at all in my hair, so I'm pretty happy with the fragrance this time around. But let's take a closer look at the cream itself, because this is what I really want you to see, because this not only gives us a first look at the product itself, a first look at the cream itself, but it also kind of gives us our first look at how this might be different from the Ascend Volume Cream, which I will briefly touch on at the end of the video. But looking at this closer, just on its face, this cream has a different look to it. It's definitely a cream. It comes out of the bottle very easy, but it's not so liquidy it's like water or anything like that. It's got some thickness to it, but it very much fits the bill of what I expected this cream to look and feel like. And as far as using this goes, there are a few different ways that you can use this. You do want to start, no matter what, with damp hair, and then do a basic pre-styling scenario. Start with about a quarter size amount. That's what they say to use. I like to use a little less than that, but that's what's recommended from the brand. You want to then apply it evenly, making sure you're covering all of the roots and the strands. Just cover everything very well, get it all worked in. Here though is where things can kind of split off, direction wise. You can kind of go a few different directions with it. If you have natural or loose curls or waves, at this stage of the game, you can just gently scrunch the hair and allow it to dry naturally, and it will really bring out and enhance those curls or waves. For someone like me though that doesn't have that, here's what that looks like when I use that styling method, when I allow it to just air dry. Here's a look at what that does in my hair. If we though go back and reset everything and try this all over again, doing the same process in the beginning, but instead of letting it air dry, we add in a blow dryer, we do see a bit of a difference there. And the brand does recommend that you use a diffuser with this. If you have curls or waves, the diffuser tool will really enhance and lock in the curls as well. Well, I, of course, again, don't have that. I don't really use the diffuser tool very much. I just don't really feel like it does much for me and my hair type, but still using a blow dryer and just a brush or a comb like I usually do, I think I can still see a big difference here. You can see for yourself. I still think there's some good distinguishable results that this brings to the table. Let me actually show you some side-by-side views with this. Now, first, this is my hair with nothing in it at all. Then we've got the Rebound cream here with the blow dryer that you just saw. I think it's got a very particular effect here. It takes like what's there and just makes it look better. If you add in the option of air drying here too, you can see that here as a third option. You can see that that gives you a real clear view of what this brings to the table when you look at nothing in my hair versus the blow dryer versus air drying. I think if no matter which way you go, the product does seem to bring some enhancements to the table. As far as the washout goes now, this one is kind of a split for me. If I use very little, if I use just a very small amount, I am able to get it to rinse out. But if I use a little bit more, enough really to bring out the enhancements I just showed you in the demo, I do need to use shampoo to get it fully out of my hair, which, you know, really isn't a big deal to me. Like I always say, I wash my hair every day anyway, so it's not really a big deal. Now though, for my verdict on this new release, this here for me, really, when I sat down and thought about it after using it for a couple weeks now, I've had it for a couple of weeks and I've used it several times. When I sat down and thought about it, I think this has a very specific purpose, and I think it serves that purpose very well. I want to be clear about what that purpose is though, because if you look at this product through the lens of just that purpose, it does it well. If you look at it through the lens of something that you might think it is, like a different type of pre-styler, that's not what's going to happen here. What I want people to know about this is, even though that it stresses a lot of service to curly-haired folks, which I do think this will work for, this will work very well. I can already tell just how it performs in my hair that it's going to work great for those hair types. It's not the only hair type this can serve. I think for my hair specifically, the length, the thickness, this is really good for controlling it, making it manageable, making it look and feel better, while also making it look natural. A real easy way to think about it, I think, at least in my opinion, is this is a hair product that performs like a hair product, but leaves the hair looking like there's no hair product. I also think of things like the Salon Guy 25 spray when I use this. It's kind of similar to that, to me anyway, being as it's so easy and natural in the hair, and it just feels incredible when it's all dry. It makes it real nice and soft and tame. The big difference though between this and the 25 spray is the small presence of hold that is present in this formula. I think it's there to control the hair, and I think it makes this product stand out a little bit when compared to the 25 spray. As far as the Ascend goes, you know, we've got that volume cream in this line already. Compared to this one, I initially was thinking this is going to be really close. I was honestly thinking to myself, why are they even bringing this out? You know, they've already got the Ascend volume cream. I was really thinking that at first, but I realized after using this for a few days that there is some differences here. The new cream here, the Rebound one, doesn't really have that focus on volume, and it doesn't really go into that much. It doesn't go into that realm. Number two, the Ascend looks a bit more natural in the hair, being as it needs to provide that volume. You know, it needs to allow the movement in your hair to get that volume. So it's a little bit more natural and free flowing. The Rebound here is more taming, more encompassing, more controlling, which is actually my bit of criticism on this product. That brings me to my bit of criticism. I think this has a much lower threshold between using a good amount and using too much. Ascend is much more forgiving, in my opinion, meaning if you accidentally use just a little bit too much of the Ascend, you can still get away with it. You don't have to start all over. This here, if I used even just a tiny bit too much, it made my hair almost shiny, which is obviously not the result that I wanted with this. So I would have to start over. But this, of course, can also be simply solved by not using too much. So it was kind of one of those things where once I figured that out, I just never did it again and never had the problem again. So you can look at my criticism any which way you will, but I'm just being honest about what I saw. I think though I completely blew out my clock on this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just completely blew it out. I do have a couple more things to share with you, but that is my thoughts. That's pretty much my thoughts on this new Rebound Curl Cream. This will go on sale on November 22nd, 2023 at midnight, I believe. You can find it at the Blumaan shop, of course. That's linked down in the description. It's linked in every video, actually. You can go check that out at that time if you wish to check this out for yourself. I do also have the scoop for you on Black Friday sales happening over there at the Blumaan shop. I am able to share those with you here. It looks like those will start the same day, November 22nd, 2023 at 9 a.m. this time. It will be at 9 a.m. They will be running special discounts. These discounts will not apply, I'm told, to the new Rebound cream. It's new. You know, they don't usually discount things that are brand new, so these will not apply to that. But here's what you can expect over at the shop. I will put everything on the screen here for you to check out for yourself, and you can see all the discount breakdowns and actually that line that says spend 90 and get 35% off plus a free bag. I happen to have that bag here. It's a pretty nice little DOP kit. It's a little bigger, I think, than the one that they put out in the past a couple of years back. And I think this one's actually a little bit better quality. So I think it's a nice little incentive if you are so motivated to check that out. You can find that there on Black Friday. That's it for today, though. This ran a bit long, so I'm going to run here. Thanks so much for checking this out with me. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, drop me a like, comment, all that good stuff. Take it easy. I'll see you next time.